gonna try a new format today. It's cardio Pilates. So not super cardio, don't worry. If you're not wearing a sports bra, you'll be fine. But we're gonna move a little bit quicker. Remember to slow down if it's too much for you. We're also going to start with small movements and build. So stick with the first movement that we have if that feels best for you, or you can keep moving on. So we're going to start nice and wide. Just to warm up, come down into your little Pilates squat, just a gentle one. Knees are in the same direction as your toes. Make sure they're not coming in. Hands come up by your ears. Right there, did you just poke your rib cage out? Hug your ribs together, draw your belly button to the floor. Actually, before we put our hands up, put your hands on the tops of your hip bones, where your hip bones are, and then put your fingertips at your pubic bone. Right here, I want that to be one straight line, so it's just flat and straight. Notice if your pubic bone is behind your hip bones, try to draw it under a little bit, or if you're squeezing your tush a lot and your pubic bone is in front of your hip bones, draw it back to that neutral pelvis. So you're doing this whole movement in that neutral pelvis. You can always come back to touching those three spots to see if you're in that neutral when you need to. Inhale, tip over to the side. Exhale, compress and bring it up. Inhale, tip over. Exhale, compress. Just small movements to start. We're just warming up. We're reminding our core what the compression feels like. Inhale, exhale, up. Always drawing your belly button towards your spine without drawing your shoulders forward. Good. You can take, if you've already done stuff, you can take your Pilates squat a little bit lower. Really using your breath to bring yourself up. So an inhale, exhale, compress and lift. Inhale, exhale up. Great job. It is so cold. And I didn't turn our house heat up when we woke up because I didn't want to be super hot while teaching this. So my toes are just a little bit numb. We have a cold house. I don't know if it's just drafty or there's not a lot of insulation in the walls, which we know. 4 more. 4. And reach. Take down a little bit lower. 3. Boom. It's cold. 2. Let's stay on that right side. Reach it over. Squeeze the shoulder blade down. Reach it over. Bring it back to neutral. Inhale. Exhale. Draw it in. Think about holding something heavy. You're squeezing your shoulder blade down your back, sliding that left shoulder blade into your back pocket. Hips are staying the same. You're doing it just from your waist. Inhale, exhale up. Just from the waist. Good. Inhale, exhale. 3, compress. The most important part of this movement is that compression. Hold it up, other side. Reach it over, squeeze the shoulder blade down. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Good. So what we're always focusing on when I say draw your belly button towards your spine or compress or wrap your ribs is we're trying to fire that transverse abdominis. It's the one that attaches to your spine and wraps all the way around to the front. It compresses everything. It compresses your organs and it stabilizes your spine. So it's a super, super important muscle that you use in all your daily life. But it's hard to just solely work that muscle on its own. So it's good to really focus on it. Really think about that compression and dig deep into them. 2, 1 more. Hands up by the ears. And 8, both sides. And 7. Good. No, this is 7. What are we doing counting everyone? That would be silly. Good. Take down a little bit lower. 4 left. 4. 3. 2. 1 more each. And float it up. You should feel a little bit more warmed up. Start with your feet in line with your sit bones. Hug your ribs in. Take your right foot and tap to the other side. And then, then bring it down and squat. Take your left foot and tap. And then squat. I forgot what we were doing, so I can right foot tap and squat. Good. Stick with that. Or if you're ready, you're going to cross, squat, cross, squat. So do which one feels best for you. Good. Alternating which one's in front. When you squat down, push your bum back. Knees stay over the middle of the foot. They don't come in front of your toes. reach. So you should be able to put your heels down every time. Cross. Good. You got it. Stick with it. We're doing it on a time. Almost there. And take a break. Good job on those. Take your legs, or let's shake it out a little bit before we take it out. So walk around a little bit, just shake out your legs, get your breathing back, or stay squatting, but just bring it down so your heart rate comes down a little bit before we do the next thing. Then take it nice and wide again, kind of back to that same beginning, but we're changing it a little bit. Squat it down. You're going to go 3, like you're holding a big exercise ball. 2, 1. Now rotate to the other side and punch. So your knees kind of in the same direction. Because you already laterally rotated, the back leg lifts up, punch, put that foot down, like toes are turned out, and rotate. 3, 2, 1, and punch. So you're going to the other side. Does that make sense? 2, 1, and punch. Good. Reach. Squat it down. Take it low. Then twist your core and punch. Good. Take it low. Twist your core and punch. Excellent. It's a little faster than we normally do, and we're going to start speeding it up here. Only to a point where you still feel like you have control. Reach. Watching those knees. Really lift up that back heel, turn the foot as you punch. Protect your knee. You don't want to leave it pointed as you twist your upper body, or plant it, I should say. Reach. Good. Make sure you're breathing and stretch. Excellent. Go at your own pace if this one's feeling too fast and out of control. You want to maintain that strong core connection. Reach. Last time each side. And reach. Good. And reach. Good work on those. Okay. Oh yes, I forgot. We have stay out wide. Take it out wide. I really did prepare, but I prepared last night and then I reviewed it, but now I can't remember the order. Okay, take your legs out wide, and your toes are more facing forward this time than they were for that previous one. You're going to do a side lunge. So bend that right knee, left leg stays straight, and then come over to the other side. So you're staying with your feet planted, and you're just side lunging back and forth. Your bum is shooting back. Double check that knee. It's in the same direction as your toes. Not going super far over your toes. You should have a lot of pressure on your heel. Excellent. Stick with that, or start adding a twist and a twist. Reaching towards that opposite ankle or the opposite knee. If you don't want to come all the way down, reach towards the opposite knee. Over. So you're really like oddly speed skating, like really, really wide speed skates. Rotate, rotate. Good. Excellent. You got it. Stick with it. Just a little bit longer. Make sure you're breathing. Let's do 4. Reach. Sink it a little bit lower. 3, 2, 1 more. If that doesn't feel good on your back, remember that. If it doesn't feel good on your back, don't come down quite as far. Just stick with the legs. You don't have to add on. Okay, start at one end of your mat. Get your heart rate down a little bit. If you need a little bit extra time, walk around a little bit more. Grab some water. Inhale, reach your arms up. You can do this on the wall. We're going into a plank series. If you're a wall planker, go to the wall. Walk yourself all the way out into your plank. Onto your hands. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Slide the shoulders down your back. Take your right foot out and tap. Bring it back to center. Left foot out and tap. Bring it back to center. Hold center. Now squat back. So you're shooting your tailbone over towards the backs of your feet. Your arms are still reaching long. And bring it up. Start with your left foot. Tap side. Side. Center. And bring it back. One more time through both sides. Tap right. Tap left. Shoot it back. And forward. Tap left. Tap right. and shoot it back. Do you know what we're adding on to? Stick with that, or you're gonna go hop for 2, shoot it back for 1. Hop for 2, then you're doing a jumping jack. Shoot it back. Plank jumping jack. Hips are down. So I don't want to see this up on the tippy toes and up on the bum in the air. Strong core, strong shoulder girdle. Sit it back. 4 more. Reach. Whoops. And sit it back. Again. Excellent. Sit it back. Last one. Or is that one more? No, let's do one more. Extra credit if I miscounted. Whew. And sit it back. Into your plank. Walk your hands towards your feet. Small bend in your knees. And slowly roll up. We have one more in this kind of cardio series. Well, it continues, but one more in this first round. We're doing 2 rounds, but fewer reps with the second round. Okay, last one. Feet are in line with your sit bones. Lift the pelvic floor up, hug the ribs in, push your belly button into the spine, and drop your shoulders down. Take your right leg and lunge it straight back. So you're lunging, your feet are still hip distance apart, not on a balance beam. Then come back up and tap. Lunge it down, come back up and tap. Lunge, tap. Last one, lunge. Now add a kick if you want. So lunge down, kick, lunge, kick. Add the hands. So tap floor, tap foot, tap floor or leg, tap leg, tap floor. Keep your head above your heart. So don't round it forward. Chest is leading the way, or just reach and reach and reach. Good. You're choosing all those different levels we have and reach. You're only going at speed where you can maintain control, as much control as you can have balancing. Some days, man, today feels like possibly not a balance day for me. Reach as I'm falling all over the place. I should engage my core more. Engage it, Kate, and reach. Tap and reach. 2 and up. Place it down. Line those sit bones up. Regular, starting out slow. Tap, slide back for the lunge. Tap the toe. Slide back for the lunge. Tap the toe. You got it. Excellent. Stick with it. Add the kick. So lunge back, kick, lunge back, add the tap if you want. Same side as the leg that goes back, that's the hand that's tapping. Then the kick is the opposite hand, kick. So right leg, left leg, left arm, and then kick with the opposite. Back, push up through that heel, wiggle your toes. Good. So on Thursdays, it's Thursday, I typically run stairs in the morning super early, like pretty much the middle of the night, with my friend Megan. That was a mistake before today's class. Down, up, 2, and lift. Whoa. Maybe you're like, I don't know why she's huffing and puffing so much. Good job, shake it out a little bit. Walk it around before we come down. Okay, are you ready? Let's start it over. Walk around a little bit more if you need to get your heart rate down before you go into more of a static move or a static stand. Squat it down. We're warmed up. You should be able to take it a little bit lower. Let's start on the right side only for 8 and lift. Add the reach. 7, squeeze. 6, nothing's moving those hips. You're not noticing a shift in weight in your legs. 3, good. 2, exhale. And switch sides. Reach it over. Take it down a little bit lower. You know what's coming now, so you can do it. After that, we lay down. Reach. Excellent. 3, watch those legs. 2, reach a little bit farther. You don't have to stick with me on my pace. Hands up and side to side. Elbow tap, side to side. Chest is lifted. Pelvic floor is up. Belly button is pushed in. Good. Excellent. So the pelvic floor is the base of your core. It attaches to your spine. It's the base of it. Then you have the transverse abdominis that wraps around, 2 more. And then you have your diaphragm. They all help with your strong base of core, which supports everything in every movement in every sport that you're doing. Okay, take your legs shoulder width apart about. Squat it down. As you stand up, tap your right foot in front. Squat down, tap left foot in front. Squat down, tap. We're gonna do this one for 30 seconds. Stick with that. Or down, cross, down, cross, down. Really strong core. So, if you have a weak core, if your deep, deep core muscles are not as strong, it's going to affect your knees. It's going to affect your shoulders. If you play tennis, it can affect your elbow, because you start using those other moves, other muscles, to do what your core should be holding strong doing. So it's super important. And take a break. Walk it around a little bit, shake it out. If your heart rate doesn't get up doing that, take it up a little bit higher, or let's start that next move right away with the windmill. If you need to take it down a little bit lower, take it down. So listen to your body. If you're able to do this and sing, take it up a notch. If you can do this and talk, but not sing, you're hitting it spot on. Lift the pelvic floor, draw the ribs in together, hold that big exercise ball, reach it over, 2, 1 more, and then twist and punch. Lifting up that back heel, big exercise ball, 3, 2, 1, twist and punch. Good, so your toes are turned out right here because you're in that Pilates squat. So you only have to twist that back foot up. Good. Same move, but let's speed it up a little bit. Speed it up only at your speeding up pace where you still have control of that movement. You're protecting your spine by having a strong base, right? Good. Reach. Excellent job. Make sure you're breathing. And punch. Over. Last time each. At your own pace. And twist and punch. You'll have to know, let me know what you think about cardio Pilates. I already know my opinion. And stand it up. Good job. Shake it out just a second. We'll go into those side lunges. So now your legs are nice and wide, but your toes are facing forward. Lunge towards one side. Bend that knee, wiggle your toes. The other leg's mostly straight but not locked. Switch sides. Good. Double check your form. Chest is lifted. Pull the belly button in. You can do this standing a little bit more, as long as you don't draw that front knee forward. Your hips still go back. Or you can come down low and twist. 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 Or to the knee. So last time, if it made you feel a little lightheaded, going this quick or that low, you could still get hard and drop your hips down low, but not your chest as much. Just staying up on the knee. You don't have to come all the way to the floor. Remember, you don't want to have the rounded spine. You don't want the C curve of the spine. Good. Twisting right for the belly button. A lot of oblique. Reach. Reach. Excellent. Okay, so my opinion on this cardio Pilates is that I don't want to record it on Thursday. 2, 1 more each. And bring it up. Good job. All right, let the heart rate come down quite a bit. Make sure you should be able to talk, start to be able to sing before you come into your plank. If you like the wall for the plank, head to the wall. Otherwise, inhale and get some length. Exhale, pull your belly button in and draw it down. Squeezing your bum, peeling off one vertebrae at a time. Walking your hands all the way out into your really strong plank. Shoulders are away from the ears. The armpits of your elbows are facing forward or drawing forward. Belly button is pulling towards your spine. Your tush is squeezed. Your quads are squeezed. Take your right foot out and tap. Center, left foot out, tap, center. And then squat it back. Lead with the left leg. Tap, center, tap, center, and squat it back. Lead with the right, one more time each. Tap, center, tap, center, and squat. Perfectly great to do it on a wall. Tap. The farther your feet are from the wall, the more challenging it is. 30 seconds, here we go. Jump 2 times, squat it back, or stick with what you're doing and squat your own pace. Make sure your form is perfect. So take a break if you need to and come back to it to maintain that perfect form. Strong shoulders, tush is not in the air. Excellent. 10 seconds. You can do it. Stick with it. No holding your breath. Oh, I think we can fit one more in. And sit it back. And walk your hands forward. Keep your hands on your knees. Tuck the pelvis under. Round the spine into the cat. Unwind your spine. Gentle arch of the back. Let the heart rate come down. Tuck the pelvis under. Roll up. Nice and slow. Good. Last set of our last standing cardio move. Feet are in line with your sit bones. Draw everything in again. Take your right leg, shoot it straight back into your lunge. Wiggle those front toes, make sure you're on your heel, and then come up and tap. Come down, tap. Add the kick if you want. Down, opposite hand reaches. Tap down, opposite hand reaches. Same hand on the floor if you want. And lift. All right, keep going. Or, whoa, speed it up. Speed it up to a point where you're quick, but you have great control and great form. You can speed it up in any of the positions. So if you want to do quick little taps like this, holding steady, great. If you have sensitive knees and it doesn't feel good to do all that motion and movement, stick it here. Good. Super. Excellent job. You have about 10 seconds left. Keep breathing. And down. Tap. Down. One more. And control. Shoot the left leg straight back. Just a tap. 2 more like that. Lunge it back. Tap. Great opportunity to check your form. Adding the kick. Down. Kick. Down. Or a knee lift. Kick. Or stick with the tap. Opposite hand reaches to the foot. Now same hand reaches to the floor. Good. Tap. Up. Tap. Up. Speed it up if you'd like to. Good job. You got it. And 5 seconds. Not moves. Take a break. Good job. Grab some water, circle it around before you come all the way down to the mat. Bring the heart rate down a little bit. Good. Okay. Have a seat. We're going to start with some roll-ups, but we're going to power ourselves up. So if you're someone who uses some straps to help you can get up on your roll-up a little bit more, you can use your thighs and do like a rocking and rolling, or rolling like a ball to get up. But we're going slow on the way down. Support if you need it. Tuck the pelvis under, roll down slow, slow, slow. Arms come over your head. Watch the ribs. So even though we're powering up, we're not losing that control. Power yourself up, slow down, slow. Power yourself up, slow down. I want to show you what it could look like if you roll up. Use your legs, roll up and slow down. Good, adding on. Power yourself up and tap opposite arm to the opposite leg. You can have support on the ground. Slowly roll down. Power up, opposite arm, opposite leg. And slowly roll down. One more time each side. Power and tap. Slow. Power and tap. And slow. Okay, stick with that, or you're gonna come into a reverse crab when you come up. So you power yourself up, lifting, tap. Feet come down, roll it down. Other side, power up and lift. Watch your shoulder and roll it down. Power and lift. And roll it back down. Power and lift. Good. So you have lots of options here. Power up and tap. Keeping both feet down. Just bringing the leg up or the whole hip. Last 2 each side. And down. We're just doing doing one set through for the rest of this class. So don't worry, we're not coming back to this if it's not your favorite. If it is your favorite, make a mental note and do it again later. Up, peel yourself down. Slow, 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 slow. All right, arms are down by your sides. Pelvis is neutral, so you have the hip bones and your pubic bone in the same plane. There's a little cup of tea sitting in there, it's not spilling at all. Now, draw the ribs together, hug it in really tight, lift the pelvic floor. Now add a little imprint, so your pelvic bone just came a little bit above your hip bones, and float your legs up. Arms are down by your sides. Bring your legs in line with your sit bones and go into single leg stretch. So reach your leg away and bring it back in. So single leg stretch, we usually have our upper body reaching towards our curled up. Today we're keeping it down. So you're really drawing your ribs together as your leg goes away. Good. You can reach your leg more towards the ceiling. What I want you to focus on this one, since it is a more basic move, like not basic as in strength basic, but like there's not a lot of weirdness to the move, complications to the move. So really focus on your legs. You want your kneecap to stay facing the ceiling. Squeeze your tush, squeeze your quad. Try to keep the other legs just at 90 degrees and not coming more towards your chest, but you can if you need to have a little bit more of a break at your hip flexor. You're shooting your legs straight out. It's in this little tube. It's a tunnel going away from you. Excellent. 2, your belly button is pushing towards the floor as your leg goes away instead of the ceiling. Keep both legs in tabletop. Hands come behind your head. Add a little bit more imprint if you need. Inhale. As you exhale, curl your upper body up, pushing your belly button in. Go straight into regular bicycles. Your neck is just relaxed in your hands. Reach. Your shoulders are still away from the ears. Your legs are doing exactly what they were just doing in single leg. And you're trying to come up and over to the corner. So a lot of times I just see people twisting side to side, almost with their elbows like this. So think about a crunch, but instead of an ab curl, you're going up and over to the corners. Really pushing your belly button towards the floor instead of the sky. Hold this one here, hold. Take your straight leg and bring it straight to the sky. Straight back down, 3 bicycles. 3, 2, deep exhale, hold. Lift straight up, straight back down. 3 bicycles, 3, 2, deep exhale, hold. Lift up, excellent, speed it up. At your own pace where you still have control, lift and lower. 3, 2, hold, lift and lower. 3, 2, hold, lift and lower. I'll stop cueing in case you're going at a different pace because that makes it kind of hard for you. But keep the movement. Keep it strong. Good, you've got it. Remember, we're only doing these things one time through. So challenge yourself this first time through. Good. 10 seconds left. Keep it going. Make sure you're breathing and bring it down. Good job. Reach your legs straight up to the sky. Hold up to the backs of your thighs, avoiding right behind your knee. So just the backs of your thighs. Flex your feet and reach your heels towards the sky. You're just stretching down the back of your legs. When I would teach in person at Elevation, the class was an hour, so we would spend the last little chunk of it doing some deeper stretches, and sometimes we would just lay there with our legs up the wall. Have you done that before? It's pretty amazing. We did it in the stretching challenge that we did, was that last year? Okay, stop talking. Arms down by your sides. Reach your legs up. Now, draw those ribs in together. Take your right leg and lower it straight down, straight back up. Left leg, flex the foot, reaching through the heel, down, and back up. Really strong, down, and back up. Drawing the ribs towards each other. Stick with that, or keep your upper body curled up. Drawing the belly button towards the floor, and reach. Getting length in that leg. So if they're bent at the top, great. Try to keep them straight as you're reaching it down. So you're really getting that length as you're reaching it down. Reach. Anyways, laying with your legs up the wall is fantastic for you. It's great for circulation, it's great for digestion, it's a relaxing move. It's great for your hamstrings and lower back. I highly recommend it. Excellent. Stick with this, Or we're going into regular scissors. So you reach up towards your leg and regular scissors. So the legs are more of a flow. They're flowing through more instead of a pause at the top. Use your abs to pull yourself in. Use your hands to pull yourself up a little bit higher. And then see if you can be a little lighter on your hands. Make sure you're breathing. Here we go for 4 and reach. 3 and reach. We're flipping over after this. 2. 1 more. Bend both knees and curl up nice and tight. And relax it down. Flip yourself all the way over onto your belly for breaststroke. Legs are as wide as the mat and slightly turned out, meaning your inner foot's a little bit more towards the floor. Hands are going to be by your shoulders. Good. Let's take 1 second here and do a little bit of that breathing pattern. If you want to stack your hands and rest your forehead down just so you don't have to hold it up, you can. Let's let go of our core for a second. And as you inhale, push your belly button into the mat. So you're breathing into your whole abdominal cavity. Inhale, push your belly button into the mat. And then exhale, draw your belly button towards your spine, away from the mat. And notice the difference in that feeling. 1 more. Inhale, push your belly button into the mat. Expanding everything. Now exhale, draw your belly button towards your spine, away from the mat. Keep your belly button drawn into your spine. And now breathe into your ribs. Breathe into the sides of your ribs like fish scales. Inhale. So notice how the belly button doesn't push into the mat as you inhale. And then exhale, see if you can draw it away a little bit more. Let's stick with that breathing pattern now. So you're breathing into your upper ribs instead of the whole core. Chin is down, hands by your shoulders. Squeeze your tush and super glue your legs to the floor. Inhale, reach your arms over your head, just hovering over the mat. Exhale, circle them back by your thighs and extend a little bit more, mid-back to upper back. Bring your thumbs to your shoulders, reach them straight and hover. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reach and get some length. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale into your ribs. Exhale, draw the belly button a little bit more towards your spine. Inhale. Exhale, looking down towards your mat. You really want to keep your cervical spine, your neck in its neutral position. So it's just like your chin is, like you're trying to make a double chin with your neck. Kind of tucking your chin back a little bit. For 3, and extend. 2, inhale, hover. Exhale, extend. I'm sorry, you can do this whole thing supported. Let me just tell you, on the last one, you can support yourself with your hands if you need to. Hands come by. I hope you figured that out. If breaststroke is too much for you, come up into all fours. You can round it out. You can support yourself through that whole movement and relax. But next time your instructor should cue you before the last round. Okay, have a seat. Speaking of cueing, I have the hardest time cueing this one. It might be better if I face this way. Squeeze your legs together. Sit up nice and tall. Hands are in front. Inhale. As you exhale, you're going to round your spine back. Not halfway back, but you're in a nice C curve. Really strong core. You're going to rotate to the side and to the side. So, with this one, if you have a lot of mobility in your spine, just like when we do the hip twist, the knee twist ones, the TikTok, you want to move slow if you have any lower back issues at all. And you want to have a lot of control in your core. Don't go twist as far. Even if you're able to twist as far, don't twist as far. So it's a smaller movement, really thoughtful, really tight. You can also do this with support. Good. Okay. So 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Lift up your leg and tap that leg. Bring it back and twist. 3, 2, hold and tap. 3, 2, hold. Opposite arm, opposite leg. You don't have to lift your leg if you don't want to. Hold and tap. All right, adding on. 3, 2, reverse bridge up and tap. 3, 2, reverse up and tap. 3, 2, strong shoulder lift. Good, adding on. You can do this in any ones that you're doing. Now you're gonna lengthen your legs out, keep them out and hovering over the mat. It's tap, 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 lift, and down. Hover, over, hold, lift. I always do the wrong leg. Hover, lift. So far I have not done the correct leg. Oh, there we go, up. Twist, twist, twist. Put the foot down and up. Remember, you don't have to put the foot down. You can keep just tapping without lifting yourself up, or you can just lift your leg. Let's see if we can speed it up a little bit with control. Up, good. Up, you got it. Up, almost there. Let's do one more each side, no matter which option you're choosing. Up and bring it down. When you're ready, soles of your feet together. Drop the knees apart. Release your hip flexors. Just rock it back and forth for a second. Super. All right, going into seated hip twist. So lift up the pelvic floor and come down onto your forearms. Right here, I don't want to see this. So you're not like sitting at a beach reading your book. You draw your shoulders down your back, slide them into your back pockets, really protecting them in your shoulder girdle. Lift up the pelvic floor, pull your belly button in. You're not rounding into this. Try to keep your spine pretty neutral. Float the legs up into tabletop and draw a circle with your knees. Stick with that or draw the circle with straight legs. But watch what you're doing with your upper body. Don't let yourself start sinking into it. Really draw your belly button in as your legs circle around. 6. 2 more. Big circles. Try to keep the upper body nice and quiet. Hold it in the center. Bend your knees other direction. 2 with the bent knees. Good. Lift up in the rib cage a little bit. Keep your legs straight if you want to now. Straight. Up. 3. Pull it in. Good. Really strong. Double check those shoulders. 3. Inhale around. Exhale, drawing it up. 1 more. Hold it up. Bend the legs. Place the feet down. Let's sit up. Really reaching your legs away. Tuck the pelvis under and roll down. Really, really slow. Roll. Slow, slow, slow. Great work on that. All right, let's do a little bit of inner thigh work. Extend your legs straight to the ceiling. You can stay here like this, or you can put your hands underneath your tailbone to add a little bit more support, or you can have your upper body curled up. You choose. Point your toes, and you're going to crisscross your legs 2 times. Flex your feet and open them as wide as you can. Draw them back together. Point your toes, crisscross, flex, and open. Crisscross, flex, and open. Crisscross, flex, and open. Point, flex, and open. If it's too much for the ankle movement, just keep them neutral. You want to open as wide as you can safely for your hips. That might only be shoulder width today. If that's where your hips are, that is great. Open. You can also do this with bent legs. You can do like ankle crosses and then open with bent legs. So cross, cross, open with bent legs. Twist, twist, and open. Hands are under you for support. Hands are down by your side or upper body's curled up as long as you're drawing your belly button towards your spine. Reach. Super. And open. 20 seconds. You can do it. And open. Open. Stick with it. Hello, hip flexors, inner thighs. Good. Almost. And draw it in. Hold on to the backs of your knees and just release for a second. Gently rock back and forth or draw a circle. Going into double leg bicycles. So you have the same support option that you just had before with your hands underneath your tailbone, arms down, or upper body curled up. Reach your legs straight to the ceiling. Really draw your ribs in together and slowly lower your legs down as low as you can go without any movement in that lower back. Then bend your knees, bring them towards your chest, extend them straight to the sky. Flex the feet and slowly lower. Slow, slow, slow. Bend and bring them in. So you're just doing single leg, or double, it's double leg. Single movement. They're not separated. You know what I'm saying. It's like a unicycle for your legs. Good. Hug your ribs in together. That's what we should call this one, unicycle. Reach, reach, reach. And reverse direction. So now draw those ribs as tight as you can. Push your legs out. Lower back doesn't lift at all. Point your toe. Lift it straight to the ceiling and then bend your knees. Exhale, push out. Inhale, lift and bend. Exhale, push out. Inhale, lift and bend. 3. Up. 2. Good. 1 more. Reach, reach, reach. Up and bend. flip yourself over onto your belly again. Get a little bit more extension in today. Take your legs out again. Not quite as wide as we did for breaststroke, but like shoulder width at least. Hands are by your sides, but they're gonna be at a 90-degree this time. So an option is to hold yourself with your hands down. Lifting mid back to upper back, tucking the chin down, slide the shoulders down, support yourself with your hands. The next option is to lift your hands off the mat. It's at 90 degrees and you're really engaging your shoulder girdle, so it's really strong. So whichever position you want, that's fine. Lift your legs up, pulling your belly button in towards the mat, away from the mat, right? And now you're gonna crisscross your legs. Just quick little crisscrosses of the legs. Kind of what we were doing for inner thighs, but we're not opening them wide. We're hovering our whole body off the mat. Mid back to upper back. Take this out of your lower back by reaching your legs away from you and lifting just mid back to upper back. Good. Hips are staying down. Chin is tucked down and slightly back. Reach. Make sure you're breathing. Excellent. Less than 20 seconds. Keep breathing. We are so close to being done. We have like one more real move and then one kind of flowy, stretchy move. And hold it steady and relax it down. Pushing yourself up this time. Either stay in cat and cow or come all the way into your shell, rounding it out. Side to side, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Go ahead and have a seat. Sit up tall. No teasers today, and roll all the way down. Slow. All right, last move, we're doing a full frog. Extend your legs up towards the sky. Same options as you had before. Under the tailbone, off to the sides, upper body is closed up. Keep the toes together and drop your knees out towards your shoulders. Without moving where your knees are in space, extend your legs open as wide as you can. Flex your feet and now circle them around and together. Keep your heels together, toes apart as you bring them back up. Now draw your toes together and drop your knees apart. Open your legs out. Flex the feet and circle. It's called a frog. That helps decide how this movement goes. Toes together, drop the knees apart. Keep the knees still in space as you open your legs out. Flex the feet, circle around and together. Two more. Lift it up. Draw the toes together, knees apart. Open it up. Exhale, zip it around and together. Last time, point your toes and up. Toes together. Open, flex the feet, and zip them around and together. Bring your feet down. Extend your arms over your head. Inhale, reach your arms towards the sky. Exhale, look towards your feet as you peel yourself off one vertebrae at a time. Push your belly button back as you stretch. Relax your arms and stack yourself up. Going into rolling like a ball. Let's massage this all out. Massage the spine. Holding onto the backs of your legs. This time, separate your knees. So they're just in line with your sit bones. They're not all the way together. Just in line with your sit bones. Round your spine. Draw your belly button towards your spine. Your back. Shoulders are away. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, roll up. Inhale on the way down. Exhale, try to have as nice, smooth, flowing motion as you can. Getting some mobility in your spine if you have a straight spot. Focus on that little straight spot and try to get some roundness in there by drawing your core towards your spine more. Your shoulders take the work. It doesn't come onto your neck. Not a lot of weight on your neck. Adding on, stay here. Straighten one or both legs. Bend. Roll back and pause. Straighten one or both legs. Roll up and pause. Straighten one or both legs. Good. Roll back. Straighten. So it's forcing you to have a pause at the back and a pause at the top. Roll. Oops, I forgot the legs at that one. Good. Roll and straighten. Doesn't have to go all the way straight. Just a little bit more than what you were doing before. Let's do two more. Really drawing your belly button in. Shoulders come away from the ears. Drop them away if they started to inch up. Last one. Up. Up. Bring it down. Have a seat. Woohoo! All right, I'm so curious what you thought of that, how you think about it. Hands down. Let's go into just a gentle side bend. Reach down through the hip, out through the fingers. Now rotate your chest towards the floor. Open it back up to the front. Lengthen yourself up, other side, all the way down. Reaching down through the hips, out through the fingers. Big rainbow. Draw the belly button in and rotate the chest towards the floor. just changing the angle a little bit. Open it back up, floating yourself up. Think about your perfect posture. Let go of your core. Take a big inhale, filling everything up. As you exhale, relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Relax your neck for a second. Great job. All right, shoot me an email or a text or however you want to communicate with me and let me know how you feel, what you thought about this new format. I've never taught cardio Pilates before in my 25 years of teaching Pilates, so kind of fun. Talk to you soon.